Hi, welcome to another This Week at JDM. I'm Jim Diamore Jr., and you're here at our shop in Freehold, New Jersey. We're just getting ready to head up to a race here this weekend for Fun Ford Weekend, New Hampshire. We're headed up there this weekend. Jimmy Biggs isn't coming up there with us to do all of our filming, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about what we have going on this weekend and what we did last weekend at the NMRA race. Friday we got to the track where we set up our trailer and tents, got all of our cars ready for first and second round of qualifying in the JDM Engineering Supersten class. While setting up our tents, we also helped move around some of the Saleen cars that were brought out for display from Troy, Michigan. We'd really like to thank the guys at the Saleen plant in Troy, Michigan who were able to get us these cars and put out on display. They were a big talk of the crowd. Everybody walking by was asking questions about the cars. They were interested in the prices, the availability of these vehicles. They were really some great looking vehicles to have in front of our display, and we really appreciate that from Saleen. All right, after Friday we got first and second round of qualifying in. Saturday we had two qualifying rounds. One was first thing, 10:30 in the morning. Everybody qualified pretty good. I qualified with 1179 there, I believe, or no, excuse me, it was 1180. We also had our Sterling car qualify in the 1020s. The Saleen truck qualified, I believe, in the third or fourth position with an 0.22 reaction time. Paul Gamino was the driver again with this truck this weekend. We're headed off to New Hampshire with him, where he's leading the points in the truck class. All Paul has to do is show up to this race, and he's pretty much locked the points for the season. Saturday afternoon, we also had a very well-known racer, or former racer, come by our pit area. The guy who pretty much started it all, Steve Saleen. He came back to our pit area to introduce himself to us, as well as sign some of our cars. He was able to sign my dash, as well as Sean Mackin's and Chris Matters' dash. We showed him our Sterling 25th anniversary race car, our Saleen truck, and a couple of other race cars that we had on display. It was really great meeting Steve. This is my first time meeting him, although my father's met him at several occasions and they go back a little ways. It was a pretty awesome sight to see him there and have him sign my car and get to meet him in person. Steve also had some pretty cool cars that he brought out on display, his new SMS Mustang. And the Saleen Club of America and the Saleen Owners Enthusiast Clubs both came out to show their support as well. They brought out a huge display of cars in the car show this Saturday, and it was really a big hit for anybody with a Saleen that was there this weekend. They got a great show.
Are you happy now, Bill?
Oh, I'm delighted. I'm thrilled. Hey, what? How could it be any better? JDM did my car. Steve Saleen signed it. I mean, it's the world's best. I love my Mustang. Huh? Oh, it's great. I love it. I love it. My wife's not happy. She's not here, but I'm thrilled. Don't tell her. Please.
I won't say a word.
Okay, thank you very much. Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, JDM just put it in for Jimmy. Just did some job. I'm very happy with it. Very good. Good job. It's excellent work. My name's Bill. Hi, Bill. Pleasure. Thank you, Steve.
All right, Saturday afternoon after Steve left our pit area, we got cleaned up and headed over to the Muscle Mustangs 20th anniversary party. Muscle Mustangs have been in the industry now for 20 years, and they decided to help celebrate that by throwing a party at the track this weekend at ATCO. It was a great time. We got a ton of old school drag racers there. Saw Storm and Norman, Joe DeSilva was there, Jimmy LaRocca, a bunch of really famous names in the Mustang industry. We had an awesome time, had a couple of drinks and got to chat with a couple of racers. It was a big time. ton of people there, and we really enjoyed ourselves. Sunday morning, moving on to the first round, everybody got paired up in the staging lanes. In the Super Stand class, we start out with random pairings. Now, there was 19 cars that qualified in the field the entire weekend, but 17 showed up on Sunday. Two cars didn't show up. One, I believe, was broken, and the other gentleman did not make the call. So with 17 cars in lane, everybody had a random pairing. I was paired off with Sean Mackin, one of our teammates. You never like to race a teammate, but sometimes it's unfortunate and it happens. We both had a good matchup. I ended up getting Sean on the tree, and then he had some transmission problems shifting in the third gear down the track. I was pretty close to my number, so I knew I had him covered. I drugged the brake and lifted off the throttle and coasted through with an easy win. After me, the second pairing, Chris Matters, lost in the first round to a gentleman who has a 05 Mustang that's naturally aspirated. He frequents on the SN97forums.com board by the name of Wrench. He's got a naturally aspirated Mustang, like I said, with some cams and a couple of bolt-ons, and he was running low 12s. He was able to take out Chris Matters. Also, we had a first-time racer, Hot Rod Harry, and first-time racer Mike Delasante, who came to the track this weekend. Both of them pretty equal cars, Saleen supercharged Mustangs, Harry in the red car and Mike in the black car. Mike took out Harry with a better reaction time and running a lot closer to his dial-in. He went 11:53 on his 11:50 dial-in, and Hot Rod Harry went 11:90 on his 11:76 dial-in. Mike got the win, and he moved on to the second round as well. Paul Gamino got the bye in our Sterling car. He ran it out, went a 10:29 on a 10:22 dial-in. After first round, was all finished up. We brought the cars back to the pit area to get everything cooled down. But that's when we saw the cloud coverage rolling in, and nothing but rain came after that. That's it for the ATCO event. Be sure to catch us this weekend at the Fun Ford Weekend Race in New Hampshire. We'll be there this Saturday and Sunday, competing in the Ultra Stang, the Street Stang, and the Tough Truck class. If you can make it out there, it'll be a great time. Come by and stop by our tent area or pit area and say hello. If you have any questions, you can give us a call at 732-780-0770 or catch us on the web at teamjdm.com. Muscle Mustang has been in the industry now for 20 years, and they decided to help celebrate that by throwing a party at the track this weekend at ATCO. It was a great time. You got a ton of old school drag racers there. Saw Stormin' Norman, Joe DeSilva was there, Jimmy LaRocca, a bunch of really famous names in the Mustang industry.